Welcome back to First Edition. We've all tried to cheer up ourselves or others by trying to look on the bright side or encouraging the positive in a situation. Many times this can be a helpful strategy, but there are times when our positivity can turn from supportive to toxic. Here to discuss the concept of toxic positivity is the happy lady, Dr. Janine Hubbard, on this week's Get Psyched with Dr. Janine. That's what people call you, the happy lady.
Welcome to the irony, because people do know me as pretty positive, and most of the time that's a wonderful thing. But tonight we're going to talk about some examples of where it sometimes isn't so helpful.
So we usually think about being positive as a pretty good thing. So what exactly is toxic positivity?
Well, we've all heard those comments. We've all made those comments. It's the look on the bright side, or, you know, it's all for the best, or just keep thinking positively. And sometimes that's helpful, but what that tends to do is, unfortunately, it creates an environment, and we do it to ourselves and we do it to other people. And if we're not acknowledging that sometimes situations are not great and feel that there are negative feelings that we're experiencing, that's when it becomes more toxic, when it's really not allowing people, either ourselves or others, to fully experience negative emotions, which are important for us to experience.
And that leads me into my next question of when is it considered a problem?
Well, again, it's one of those things that we've talked before about the more we avoid something, the bigger an issue it becomes. If we're not acknowledging that sometimes life is hard, that sometimes we're feeling sad, we're feeling frustrated, we're feeling angry, the more we suppress those feelings, the more they escalate. So if you have someone in your life who's always giving you those positive platitudes, it really negates the feelings. It makes you feel that, well, you know, either I feel guilty because I shouldn't be feeling that way, or it leads to you not talking about your emotions and problems with that individual because, like I said, they're kind of making you feel like those feelings aren't appropriate or making you feel guilty.
So what can we do instead? What if we are that person, that positive person?
Well, and again, there is absolutely a time and a place for positivity. But sometimes when you have someone who's going through a rough patch, it's okay to say, look, I don't know what to say in this situation, but I'm listening. I'm here to help. Sometimes we just acknowledge that, you know what, this is a lousy situation. I'm here. Let me, you know, what can I do? As opposed to offering those platitudes. So joining them, that gives the message that it's absolutely okay to talk about both your positive and your negative emotions. And some days that friend is going to turn to you and say, today I just need you to cheer me up. Give me something positive today.
Dr. Janine Hubbard, you always cheer me up. Thank you so much for coming in, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks again.